What if there was a way, once learned, that could help you retire overseas in paradise for half of what you thought possible in your home country? What if retiring overseas could radically transform the quality of your day-to-day life and potentially even allow you to retire years earlier than you thought possible? Would you want to know how? New retirees make the same mistakes over and over again. There's a right way and a wrong way to move overseas. Would you like to know many of these mistakes before you move overseas? Well, then keep listening. I will show you video of my girlfriend Chung and I traveling the world as I explain. My name is Dan, and I left the United States in 2007. I've been living in paradise locations all over the world for the last 16 years. I've lived in and visited 67 countries so far. For the last 6 years, I've created 934 YouTube videos as I travel the world showing you my favorite places to retire cheaply in paradise. I show people how to live a better life overseas. Over 14 million people have watched my videos that show how to avoid the mistakes that new retirees often make overseas. Over 1,800 people have become members and have access to hundreds of reports and my online courses. But first, let me explain why my financial disaster catapulted me into becoming the best person in the world to help you establish a better life overseas. 17 years ago, I had a dream to retire early and travel, but my dream crashed and burned in the worldwide 2007 market crash. Before the crash, my dream was to spend 9 months of each year in my home country and travel internationally the other 3 months of the year. My retirement nest egg and my Social Security were set up to support this dream. If my nest egg had grown at a normal pace for 10 more years, I would have been able to retire early at the age of 56. I just needed to let it grow normally for another decade and my dreams would have come true at age 56. So at age 46, I left the USA and started working overseas in 2007. So I was traveling when the market crashed in 2007. I watched my retirement nest egg drop almost in half. I had no idea when it would recover completely. Luckily, I didn't sell anything while the market was down, but the market didn't recover as quickly as I had hoped. So 3 years later, my retirement nest egg was still struggling. I'd expected a 10% appreciation per year while I traveled, but the nest egg was still down 30%. So I started looking for a backup plan. One day, the solution occurred to me: if I were to retire overseas for 9 months of the year instead of the USA, I may still have enough money to retire early. A foreign retirement would allow me to save enough money per year so I could still travel internationally the other 3 months of the year. So, as I continued traveling the world, I started hunting for my favorite paradise for pennies location to spend 9 months of each year. I began to track the cost of living in each place. I began to realize that there were many paradise locations around the world where I could live for half or less of what I would need in the USA. I also realized that I was not hunting for a needle in the haystack. There were literally 20 to 30 places around the world that I would be perfectly happy to call home in retirement. I knew that because I'd already spent considerable time in those locations. It wasn't long before I realized that I just wasn't into the US lifestyle anymore. I have never moved back to the USA, but when I visit family and friends in the US, I'm just not into the lifestyle anymore. The USA is all about malls, chain restaurants, and rush hour traffic. Although I miss my family and friends, I prefer living overseas. I feel lucky I was born in the USA. I would not be able to live like I do now had I been born elsewhere. Plus, the US passport allows me to travel all over the world without much hassle. When I visit the US these days, it seems like everyone is angry about one thing or another. I just don't see that outside the US. So I feel lucky that I have not experienced that turmoil over the last 16 years while I was gone. Plus, when I visit the US, I can't believe how fast I hemorrhage money. Money just flies out of my pockets. It seems like everything costs 3 to 4 times as much. But what I learned living overseas is more significant than just paradise for pennies. I learned that people are basically the same all over the world. They may look a little different, eat different foods, create different art, literature, and architecture, but when you scratch under the surface, we are all very similar. They work hard and bring home their success and share it with their family and friends. They take care of their neighbors, watch out for the young, the weak, and the old. The overwhelming majority of people in every culture are about love, integrity, fairness, and families. Others may try to convince you that where you live is safe, but the rest of the world is weird or different. They may even try to tell you that the world is a dangerous place. I have not found that to be the case. The opposite has been true in my experience. Wouldn't I know? Some people never retire. When I started traveling, I assumed that the cheapest places would have a lower quality of life. I assumed that the quality of life would be better in more expensive places. But what I've found is often just the opposite. Sure, I've visited cheap places where I would not want to live, but there are also cheap places that I absolutely love. In general, the more expensive places seem to have traded quality of life for visual representations of wealth. This seems to equate to less personal time, less time to develop meaningful relationships. In the expensive world, people are often too busy chasing dreams that require buckets of money. They keep chasing dreams until they run out of time. Some people are never able to retire in the West. They don't enjoy life along the way. They do not smell the flowers along the road as they walk through life. You will learn that there are parts of the world where life is just simpler. Things are not as rushed. People are not so consumer driven. There are places where people drink coffee from a ceramic cup. That is meant partly as a joke, but it turns out to be true. When you drop out of the rat race, you'll learn that life is more about experiences than rushing off to the next thing. Does your value rise overseas? There are doors that will open for you just because people are curious about strangers from a foreign land. I have often found it easier to make connections overseas than in my home country. I often feel invisible in my home country. It's almost like people don't even see me. But as soon as the plane lands overseas, people seem to take an interest in me in a good way. When I smile at people, they smile back at me ear to ear. I call the smile the international passport overseas. It seems to work everywhere, and when I'm single, it's much easier to get a date with someone I'm attracted to. I have seen both men and women from the West find higher quality love overseas. Am I better than the other gurus? It took me a decade of countless hours of research and a few $100,000 of travel to figure out how all of the pieces of this puzzle fit together nicely. That knowledge is accumulated in my written reports and my online courses. But you probably don't have 10 years to visit each place like me, do you? You probably need to narrow the number of places you visit before making a final decision. Yes? That's what is different about me. Many of the retired cheap gurus settled in one place after investigating only 5 or 10 places. They can't describe the difference between the Philippines, Mexico, Ecuador, Portugal, Thailand, Indonesia, Vietnam, Eastern Europe, Central America, and South America, and many other places. Why? Because 10 different people that have only lived in 5 places each is not the same as one person who's lived in all 50 places. They can't do the comparison if they haven't spent considerable time in each place. I have lived in many of them for months, some even years. I've created walking tours, day and night tours, and cost of living tours. I show you by map, text, and video what it feels like to be in each place. My written reports have videos showing you what I'm talking about. This consistent comparison through one set of eyes would greatly help you, don't you think? This will help you narrow the time and energy you spend in your search. Yes? Okay, can I invite you into my world? Good. I have an idea of how we could help each other. You see, almost every aspect of my life And the information I share is created by me in response to questions from people like you, our members. Where we go, what videos we make, what questions we answer, what reports we write, and what courses we create comes from members' suggestions. So I'm asking you to be brutally honest and share your ideas with me. This will allow me to continue to improve and to drive the information in a direction that's most valuable to you and future members just like you. Okay, so here's what you get if you join today. Retire Cheap in Paradise membership. Here's what you get. Location reports. First, I would like to offer you a membership in my Retire Cheap reports. Each featured country has location reports that include text, videos of livability factors, cost of living, tours, things to do, restaurants, best areas to stay, transportation, plus other tips and secrets. Today there are already 135 reports of my favorite Retire Cheap in Paradise locations in the world. At $20 per report, this is already worth $2,700. But I add new reports as we travel the world. But that's not all you get. Comparison reports. This is what makes me different. Since I've spent considerable time in all of these places, I'm able to discuss the pros and cons of each country. I'm also able to discuss pros and cons of different locations within countries. These are valuable because you learn what is different about each place when compared to the others. These reports help you reduce the number of places you need to visit before making a final decision. Retire Cheap reports help you shortlist the locations with your desired amenities. The comparison reports help you bubble the best ones to the top. Today there's already 19 comparison reports. At $25 per report, this is already worth $475. But I add new reports as we travel the world. But that is not all you get. Planning reports. After 16 years living outside my home country, I share hundreds of tricks and tips to save you time and aggravation on a diverse set of topics such as banking mistakes, minimalism, expat mistakes, spending mistakes, visa mistakes, real estate mistakes, world tours, finding love overseas, slow travel tips, travel fitness, overseas risks, and making money online. I pick which reports to write next based upon the kinds of questions I get from the members. Today there are already 46 planning reports. At $25 each, this is already worth $1,150. But I add new reports as we travel the world. But that's not all you get. Slow travel reports. After slow traveling the world, living in 67 countries, I share hundreds of tricks and tips to save you money slow traveling the world, such as how to rent perfect apartments, how to save on international travel, how to enter countries without round-trip tickets, how to save money traveling on the ground instead of flying, how to pack, how to save luggage fees, how to save money on do-it-yourself tours, etc. I pick which report to write based upon the questions I get from members. Today there's already 12 slow travel reports. At $25 per report, this is already worth $300, but I add reports as we slow travel the world. But that is not all you get. The Retire Overseas course. Once I had published over 200 reports in my membership, one of my members sent me an email. Dan, there are so many ebooks here and so much information that I don't know where to start. So I created a course where members learn most everything I know about retiring overseas. There's 7 lessons, they're 30 to 40 minutes each, that teach each stage of the overseas retirement journey, including an index into all the reports so you know where to find more details when you encounter a specific problem preparing for and or living overseas. This course could easily save you $3,000 if you avoid some of the problems and aggravations I've experienced living overseas for the last 16 years. I'm including my Retire Overseas course for new and existing members, but that's not all you get. The Hobby Income course. For over a year now, a few of you said to me, Dan, this all sounds good, but I need more monthly cash flow before I'll be able to live my dreams overseas. I spent thousands of dollars on online courses that taught me how to make money online, but none of them taught me everything I needed to know to generate an online income that would follow me all over the world. So I had to invent my online hobby income myself. So as a way of thanking my existing subscribers for making my dreams come true, I'm including my hobby income course for new and existing members. Based upon what I've paid for other online courses, this course is worth about $1,200. It starts teaching you how to find out what your niche or hobby is and takes you all the way through to the YouTube channel information and how to set up the web page. But that's not all you get. If you join now, you'll get these 3 amazing bonuses. Retirement Action Planner. Your membership includes a copy of my Retirement Action Planner. The planner describes how the world is changing and how you need to adjust to be ready for retirement. The planner includes how and when to save and invest for retirement, how to avoid dipping into your principal, how to pick a financial advisor, the best age to retire based on your situation, a retirement calculator, how to budget before and during retirement, savings and investments, investment tips, how to pay off debt, various retirement vehicles, international tax havens, working in retirement, and more. This book would sell for about $29, but you'll not pay that. It's just a bonus. Plus, that's not the only bonus. Retire at any age with almost no money. This ebook teaches how the world used to be and how things are different now. The world is changing. If you already have enough money for retirement, this book is not for you. This book includes describing how to get ready for retirement at any age by working really hard for 3 to 5 years and building a cash flow. Then continue working at a slower pace as you slow down into a working retirement. This allows you to slow down but still keep earning money by leveraging time, money, and automation. But staying involved in learning, you'll not only have extra money, but you'll keep your mind fresh. This book is worth about $39, but you will not pay that. It's just a bonus. Plus, this is not the only bonus. Maximize Social Security. I studied this topic and came up with 8 important tips for you. I even used one of the tips I learned to increase my mother's existing Social Security check by over $1,000 per month. Plus, the increase was retroactive, so she received a check for more than $12,000 in back payments. This report would sell for about $9, but you'll not pay that. It's just a bonus if you act now. Okay, value summary. Location reports, 2,700 growing at $250 per year. Comparison reports, $475, but growing at $100 a year. Planning reports, $1,150, but growing at $150 per year. Slow travel reports, $300, but growing at $50 a year. Retire Overseas course, $3,000. That's the roadmap to escape the rat race. The hobby income course, $1,200. Make extra money from your hobby. Retirement Action Planner, $29. Retire at any age with almost no money, $39, and maximize Social Security for $9. Today, the total value of all this content is $8,902, but growing daily. But you won't pay that. There are 2 memberships available today, monthly and lifetime. Keep listening for details. Time limited promotion, $19 per month for a monthly membership. Monthly recurring membership fee of $19 per month starting today. It allows 8 report downloads per month, personal use only. Cancel at any time without explanation or reason. Includes all existing and future reports and planning guides added to the membership hereafter. Frozen at $19 per month until you cancel. Only the $19 membership has a 30-day money-back satisfaction guarantee, no questions asked. Then there's a $199 lifetime membership, one-time payment of $199 for a lifetime membership. Includes unlimited downloads per month for life, for personal use only. Includes all existing and future reports and planning guides added to the membership hereafter. No money-back guarantee for the $199 lifetime membership, because of the unlimited downloads. Instead, Sign up for the guaranteed $19 monthly membership, then upgrade to lifetime membership after confirming the value to you. When you upgrade, you'll also receive a prorated portion of the first $19 monthly payment towards the lifetime membership. So, what are people saying about us? Don't change a thing. Dan and Cheng, I just discovered your videos and online content, and I like everything you're presenting. You're getting to the heart of the issues, listing info that I want and need, and making all enjoyable to watch. Don't change a thing and enjoy. Thanks, Michaelin. Good day, Dan. I hope I find both you and Cheng well. I have been working my way through the Retire Overseas course, which now has become my Bible and my go-to encyclopedia reference source when I need to research a topic. So thank you so much for the great effort and work you go to in compiling this information for no other reason than to impart your knowledge and wisdom onto those of us who follow in your footsteps. In every aspect of life, the challenges are always easier to face and overcome when you have a coach, a mentor, and inspiration, and you are certainly all of those and so much more. Thank you, Jeff. Okay, here's another one. Good, useful, and accurate info, as in all of your videos. Thanks. Your channel is one of the best we've come across for budget-minded retirees and long-stay travelers in general, and we look at a lot. That's my cat. Okay, there's a buy now button. You can get started whenever you want. Here's a few more testimonials. I just wanted to say how much I appreciate your customer service. You are truly great to do business with. I want to let everyone know that what you promise, you deliver, actually over-deliver. Your information is extremely valuable and accurate. The reports and courses are also of high value. To me, the real value is the down-to-earth, accurate information that you consistently deliver. Keep it up. That's from Frank. Thank you so much for posting this. Not only is the information very useful, I really appreciate the real-life street scenes you provide. They help your viewers get a sense of being there, not just the pretty tourist shots. Very well done, Michael. And finally, from Jeff, your business deal is the best one I've ever made in my lifetime. I know the cost of travel. You saved me thousands of dollars and years of time. Okay, the fact that others love what we are doing is great. But wouldn't you love it even more if we took all the risk away from you? Just join the $19 monthly membership today and take us for a test drive. If you don't feel like we've delivered more than you expected, we'll refund your money. The risk is on our side. Here is our money-back guarantee. 100% satisfaction guaranteed. Start with a $19 monthly membership. It is fully protected by our 100% satisfaction guaranteed. If you don't get more than you thought you would, just let us know during the first 30 days and we'll send you a prompt refund of your $19. Upgrade to lifetime for ultimate savings after you confirm the value of the monthly membership, since the lifetime is not refundable. Okay, click the buy button now and get started. It's in the links below this video. Also, please remember your promise to me. I'm asking you to share your ideas with me so I can keep the reports more valuable for you and everyone else. In return for your help, I'll freeze you at this price for as long as you remain a member. By helping me help you make your dreams come true, you'll be helping me open the same door for others. I will be forever grateful to you. I promise to honor your help by listening and improving Vagabond Buddha so the door opens more easily for everyone. I look forward to meeting you in person somewhere in the world someday. Thank you so much. Dan of Vagabond Buddha. To get your membership now, come to vagabondbuddha.com. Click the memberships menu and select membership price and benefits. That will take you to our webpage that includes everything we talked about in writing. You can also click the Buy Now link appearing in the upper right-hand screen right now. Finally, when the video ends, you can click the Buy Now button that appears at the end of this video. This is Dan of Vagabond Awake, the YouTube channel for vagabondbuddha.com. The world is your home. What time will you be home for dinner?